Hey y'all, on this video, I'm going to be showing you how I start my live streaming on YouTube using OBS and how I run a panel on here. How I bring the panel into the OBS where y'all can view it and I can have multiple people on the panel. So here, watch this. Maybe it can help you get started. Okay, first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to come over this button here and you're going to open up your Studio Beta. And I'm already there. So here I'm over here on videos. I come into videos. You got to switch from uploads to live stream. Now, I have these two set up. These are the two ones that I live stream from, but mainly from this one here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to come over here and see this icon right here. I'm going to go ahead and click that. We click that, and this page opens up. And then I want to click Go to Live Control Room. This page here will click on Load on Up. And now at this point, I'm going to click Copy and Create. Now at this point here, I want to edit the name of this video. And I got to delete the previous title on out of here. It doesn't delete the previous video that I did. It just, the new video that I'm getting ready to do, I'm creating a new title. So, how I live stream with OBS and Hangouts. Of course, I'm not going to be going live with that, but I'm just showing you how I do this. Then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click Save. And make sure you do all this other stuff that you need to do there. Now we're going to save that, but we're not live here. Okay. So the next part that we're going to do is we're going to open up OBS. Now, assuming that the only thing that you want to do is live stream and be able to have people on your panel, none of the stuff that I have over here really matters. What does matter is the very top one. It's browser Hangouts. And there's ways that you can stretch the browser Hangouts to fit your screen and stuff like that. I'm not going to get into that at this time. But I also want to point out that if you look down here, if you're going to add these windows, browser Hangouts isn't called browser Hangouts in here. It's called browser. If I was to add a browser, I'd go up here to browser, and then I created the browser, and I named it browser Hangout. So if I need to duplicate it, I know it's in as a browser, but I added the name Hangouts to it, so I know that it's a Hangouts. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to open up the properties on here. So I'm going to, on browser Hangouts, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go to properties. Okay. Now what you want to do in browser properties, I'm deleting this on out. I'm going to slide this on down, and I'm going to open up my Hangouts page. Now I already opened up a Hangouts page. Okay. This is, I assume you all know how to go to, just Google Hangouts and join a video call. And this window here pops on out. I want to copy this link here. Okay. Now I can just minimize this page and get it out of my way. Now with that minimized and this here, I can close this. I can bring this on up here again. In the URL bar, I'm going to post that link. Paste, and I'm going to click OK. Okay. Now it's on in there. The next step I want to do is I want to come back here, and I want to right click, and I'm going to go to interact. Okay, this is the interact. Typically, there'd be a button up here that would say join, but I've already joined. Okay. I've already joined, so I'm already in it. This is my icon here. I'm already there. I don't need to do any more with this here. It's already saved. I'm going to slide this down out of my way. Now I'm going to turn the camera on. And there it is. Now I'm going to resize this to fit my whole screen here. Now it fits my whole screen here. And that's with just me on in here. Now what I can do is I come on up here. I cannot turn my camera on. Or maybe I can. I said dismiss, let's see what happens. Nope, it's not going to let me turn my camera on or anything else. What I need to do, okay, there I got me on in that picture. What I need to do is I need to come up here and I'm going to open up. See, this is the OBS control panel of this page here is in the OBS control panel for Hangouts. But that's not the actual browser window. I need to bring up this window here. Okay. And now I want to turn on this camera. Okay. In a second here, I want to turn that off because I have to do one other thing here first. I have to go into my video capture OBS camera. Go to properties. And I want to click deactivate. I have to deactivate this camera if I want my OBS camera to work. Deactivate that. Then I want to click OK. And the way you know your camera, is up at the top, there's a little light that comes on if your camera's on. And if that's on, you can't activate your camera in OBS. Okay, now I want to bring this on up. Slide this on up. Now I want to turn my camera on. Okay, there you see that there. Now I can lock it on me, or I can unlock it, and just whatever will pop on up. But I'm going to lock it on me. Now it's going to be stay locked on me. If I turn my camera off, it's going to stay locked on my other icon, but as soon as you have somebody on the panel, you want to make sure that you unlock this so this can bounce back and forth. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to take this transition and transition in. Now you see that I'm on in here, but I want to lock it on me, so I want to go onto this here. And I'm going to lock it on me here. And I get this pop-up going on. And this is what I'm talking about, why I had this open on up. So I'm going to click close that. I'm going to go back into my browser Hangouts, go back into the properties. And I want to delete this on out, because there's no green spot for me to click on. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to go back into my browser Hangouts. Click on properties. I'm going to repaste that link back on in here. This same link. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to open up my Interact so I can click OK on that, because you have to be in Interact to click dismiss here. Okay. Then I got to click on here. Here's that point I was saying earlier. Join Hangouts. Now I'm back in the Hangouts. And there we are. Everything's working good. And now that link, if you email it to anybody, you're up and good to go. Okay. Now that you're good to go and you're all set up to start live streaming, now you want to come over here and you want to click this button right here. It says start streaming. Okay. After you click that button, and it takes a little bit, you'll have to wait for everything to go through here. Then you want to go back to your YouTube page here, right here. And you see this button up here where it says go live? You'll wait until this here button turns blue. As soon as that button turns blue, then you click that to go live. And then you'll see over here, it'll show you. And there's a little bit of delay of it playing back here. But you'll see yourself go live over here. When you're simply done, what I do is I end my live stream. I click end stream here. And then there's a little bit of buffer time. You don't want to end live stream in your on your YouTube page. You don't want to end live stream until it stops playing on this window here. So that's how I live stream using OBS and Hangouts together, and it will work for other platforms too. I hope this video was helpful. If you need to rewatch it again and click and pause it and restart, do so. Make this video useful for you to use your live stream with OBS. I will give this tip. If you have less than 1 megabyte per second upload, then I strongly recommend you not to use OBS, because I tell you what, anything less than 1 megabyte per second is extremely difficult. Just remember, folks, if the girls don't find you handsome like me, they find you handy like me. And if they don't find you handy like me, we'll just pray that they find you. Y'all come back now, yeah. Bye. And don't forget to keep your stick on the ice.